Oh, god dang. What is up, guys? Zezuu here, and welcome to another episode of Nobody Wants to Die. Now, I know I haven't been talking much during the gameplay, but I'm trying my best to just take everything in. I mentioned at the end of the last episode that I've gotten bad endings in a lot of my games that I've been playing, so I'm trying to focus up and really just take everything in and make sure I'm making the right decision and make sure I understand everything. So let's continue though. I'm really enjoying this.
Waking Sarah up for a drunken call was as healthy as my usual cigarette dinner.
I hope Sarah isn't like not
Something
trustworthy.
told me she needed it too. Anyway,
I feel like
it's a nice contrast with all these conversations that leave me hungover even when I don't drink.
I feel like I might be, I don't know. The person that I think I can't trust is usually the person
I
I can't
recommend
trust.
immediate decontamination. The level of contamination of the shell is alarmingly above all norms.
I know.
The synchronization test will take place soon. Please do not leave the apartment for the next 24 hours.
Fuck.
Where's the flippin' bathroom? I always forget where it's at. It's obvious he needs to.
Where are the fucking drugs?
Lord Jesus Christ. Is he about to die? Come on now, don't die on me.
Don't you already
Whoa.
know who the murderer is?
How did I?
Hey, doesn't the hero die at the end?
Yes. Glad he's trying.
And when will you cuff me?
You want me to cuff you?
Don't you want to?
If I don't get up from this couch and grab my drugs, I'll die.
Where are
The
they?
kitchen. Or the restroom. Maybe upstairs. Damn, empty. I think I had an
I won't get rid of this hologram unless you take me there. Copy that. I really would love to go there.
Wow, she's gone. These are empty too.
There's nothing in this one either.
In ancient cultures, the Moirai were an allegory of destiny. They represented the brutal laws that governed the world.
I gotta
and
ignore
only
her.
exceptional mortals could gently influence them. No, that sounds weak. You look terrible lately. Try to smile a little, just a little bit.
What am I looking for? Medicine. Where is the medicine? Oh. This should have some in there, right?
Shocking, outrageous. No wonder people are pissed. I'm pissed. The law makes us slaves of the system without giving us the slightest chance. Please tell us to stay at home. Good luck with that. The city is on fire.
Attention!
The sync test is ready. Immediately approach the Hestia module.
Oh, what the flip is going on here? Well, okay.
Logged. James, Kara, welcome back. I'm starting the synchro test. Please take a deep breath and imagine a safe
All right,
space.
let's go with this.
Feel the ground under your feet. Excellent. Very literally, but perfect. Please select a seat.
I like this chair. This chair looks very
Our
comfy.
own death is a difficult experience that we naturally repress from consciousness. In order to
This
enable
is
smooth
crazy.
functioning in the new body, we need to remember the last moments of our lives and
together face the trauma of the last death. Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
before we get to the point, please recall the first death.
It was just an injury. I just changed my body. My old shell went to the Hall of Fame. It looks pretty good there.
Please start calibration process.
Oh, I'm having to find the spots that make it whole. This is a...
Calibration successful.
This is a,
Thank you. Let's go to the memories. It's time to confront them. Proceed to the next stage. The key
a
to
crazy play
synchronization
on,
is the
you
ability
know,
to
things
put
going
the
whole.
past into perspective. Please try to do this.
What am I trying to do here? Oh.
You are
Oh, I'm stupid.
your abilities and career. Have you ever thought about buying a Synchro Plus program?
Thanks. I can't afford it.
No worries. Common tests work just as well. Please, continue.
Gotta figure out where to go to get this one to fuse together. Oh, so he was a baseball player. Hall of Fame baseball player. That bro fell.
A new body? A new chapter in life?
I had no choice. I didn't synchronize with the new shell like I did with my original.
Positive rate threshold is 80%.
Maybe for you. In sports, a fraction of every percent counts.
Excellent. You found a new purpose in life.
What is this? I wonder why this is a thing.
Finding yourself in a new reality is a huge challenge.
Turns out I have a knack for this job.
Do you miss your job?
You don't even realize.
Let's move on to the last death event.
Things got real dark. It was looking serene and now it's all destroyed. Wow. This game, the graphics really surprised me.
It seems that the complexity of the trauma will not allow us to continue.
I can handle it.
Synchronization is a process, not an act. Try to isolate minor events using all your senses. Or stop and extend the recovery period.
No. I'll remember. I'll get it from my memory. Some shine, grease, burn, and...
Excellent.
Seriously? I had a chance to hit it, but my gun jammed, even though I cleaned it the day before.
Who did you want to hit?
All I remember is we were on a mission. Me and Seth. Powerful explosion. I think it derailed the train. My ears were ringing and... Fuck. I don't remember.
What about Seth and the one you were chasing? Can you focus on them?
I'll try. To get him. Dispense justice. Bastard kept eluding me.
Well, that's really loud in my ear there. There we go.
I knew he got hit hard. But this...
James, do you blame yourself for what happened to him?
We got a lousy job. He knew the risks. But I was his partner. He relied on me.
Unstable simulation. We'd better stop for today, all right?
Now? When do I get a chance to pass the damn test? I won't let this go. I can't. I'll finish it, and I'll be back where I belong.
Attention. Dynamic element detected.
This is crazy, guys.
James, it's dangerous. It could be projection, not recollection.
Do I have a choice not to do this? Because they're advising me not to do it.
This is my fucking window.
Is that... Oh! Oh, that's not good.
We recommend staying home. Your mental state is very strained and you need time to recuperate.
How long until I'm back to work?
From 9 to 12 months. Estimates may change.
Fuck! Sarah, fucked up. I don't know how to say this, but I think I'm admitting guilt.
What happened? Is everything all right? What have you done?
I can't do anything. I have no chance to go back.
James.
No. I'll finish the case. I won't leave it like this, but I won't drag you down with me. I'm sorry for earlier. I'll cover all traces. I can't drag everyone down all the time. You didn't deserve it.
Whew. Wow, that's very kind of you.
Excuse me?
You're such a drama queen sometimes. What did you think? I'd leave it like that? I'll leave you with it? I have a few leads to discuss.
Really?
You think you're the only person in this town who wants to know what's going on?
Let's get busy then.
Do I need to wash off? That's something that I need to do. They did say I needed to, didn't they? Sakara. We kindly remind you that the yearly balance of your new body subscription, in accordance with the agreement to number 9928372-1009239, after applying all discounts, has been fixed at $12,979. Please remember to settle the current payment for the next 12 months by 9/23/23/30. And what day was this sent to me?
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting.
The Green case and the Icarus shooting. Okay. The man with an encrypted Icarite arms dealer and owner of Pharynx, an elite security company. Drawings of the electrical installation of the building. Chief Steiner's trusted man, specialist in discreet work. Plans to lower the age description and series of additional fees related to the use of bodies. John Park, politician and shareholder of the well-known company. Earlier leads indicated he was a friend of Marines. Toxicology of Icarus analysis showed that Kovalev had substances in blood that Sarah couldn't identify. Nothing similar was found in any of the other bodies. Item belonging to a famous psychologist that established his presence on Icarus. The symbol drawn on the safe, along with the date of the events that took place on Icarus. A chick developer with initials on the silk tie, the owner of several subscriptions, including Green, and Green's last letter. So, and what do Green's case in the shootout have in common? Alright, let's think. I think it's that substance, right? That substance.
Was the toxicology of the rest clean?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it was normal for this social class.
Cause of Towers Court as suspicious Greens. What else connects these two? Okay, so let me think. The symbol drawn on the safe, along with the dates and the events that took place on Icarus. Maybe?
Snake again.
It looks fresh this time. Probably made on the day of the massacre. Do you think Kovalev had poison in his blood too? Like Green?
Do you have access to the CTC registers? It should be in there by now.
Checking. Roy, Park, Dean is there too, but no sign of Kovalev.
So we have another connection to Green. The final death.
Okay, these dates and the symbols connect the cases of the final death, but why did Kovalev kill everyone on Icarus? Is it because of item belonging to a famous psychologist?
So the watch with a photo wasn't evidence of a friendly quarrel between Kovalev and Green?
They were obviously very close.
Sarah, do you have access to the CTC registers?
Just checked. Kovalev's Icarite never made it there, which means that this is another
final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damned good question. Let's check.
Could anyone have known Green and Kovalev were up to something? I'm actually getting this, guys. I'm actually getting this. Okay, let's think. Could have anyone have known? Let's see here. The man with the encrypted man's dealer, maybe Miller, Agent Dean, the chief's not a trusted man specialist in discreet work, or it could have been Demmer, John Park, politician, shareholder of the Well Company. Earlier leads indicated he was a friend of Green's. Okay, maybe Demmer?
Burn to a crisp.
Is that laughter?
No.
On one hand, he was just a pawn.
You mixing game metaphors?
Hey, people say that.
Never mind. You're right.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. What about Agent Dean, since he does discreet work?
I wonder how big his stable was. As the chief's trusted man, he must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here?
No coincidence he dropped in for a drink. As a cop and the chief's boy, he'd known about Green's death. What was he up to here? Item belonging to a famous psychologist that established her presence on Icarus. Dang guinea pigs. My sister's fostering guinea pigs and they're moving around behind me. The man who encrypted with an encrypted arms dealer, elite security company, electrical installation building, identification of drawings of the electrical installation of the building, plans the body axe.
Motherfuckers. I still can't believe it.
At least their plans will take a while longer.
No, not the plans. Maybe the technical plans?
Shit. Too many copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know.
Sarah, can you check what building this is?
How am I supposed to do that? This is just a small section. I need more to work with here.
He's making a deal for plans. He was making a deal for plans for an installation in some building. What's he need for them and in which building? Security. He needs security. That's what he needs. He needs security.
I still don't know how he encrypted the Icarite. Why do something like that?
To avoid answers when your corpse turns up in an inconvenient situation.
He needs security. Miller does a lot of shit, but not as a developer. Oh, I thought I was onto something.
I've identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette. Bonjour, Travis. Travis Colette. Travis Col...
James.
Sorry.
Wow. Before Green's death was public, Dean tried to get plans for his apartment from Travis Colette. What did Green mean in the letter? What plan did he start? And did we miss something in the apartment?
Famous psychologist back in the circle of suspects.
More on the periphery. Shit. So Dean was buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the chief's orders?
We can't rule out that Dean was working for someone else.
Like who? And what the hell do Green's plans have to do with it?
Let's focus on the second question.
You think we missed something at Green's?
Everything points to that.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine $938.
Oh, fuck you. And don't wait for me with dinner. After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
It's gonna be hard to find anything after the feds were here.
The Feds weren't on Icarus.
They don't know what we know. Hopefully.
Ready.
Green Tower. Anything that I'm missing?
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
The red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
Find the place marked on the map. Okay. I feel like it might be over here somewhere.
The fucking safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
If there was anything here, the feds got it.
I'm sorry.
We missed this one. Can you at least check what they took?
Probably. Okay. I'm convinced. Are we getting out of here?
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
The storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Ugh, never mind.
Well, it looks like I gotta go and look for it for myself.
Okay, so he's interested in art.
Doesn't seem to be too much he's not interested in.
Green sponsored it.
When I was little, I wanted to be an astronaut. But after this disaster, Green shut down the whole program.
Well, the first mission did crash.
Yeah, during the landing. Everything else went smooth as silk. You know, it had to be some kind of sabotage. You mix in political bullshit and poof, the whole program goes up in smoke.
I've never understood this stuff.
Yet it doesn't surprise me in the least that Green was into it. A real man of the people. At least that's what he wants you to see.
Right. Total bullshit. It looks like a door. It must be opened remotely. Maybe I can find something with X-ray. Now we're talking.
Trying to see things. Remember, my friend, the gadfly needs to be bought. Need to be, what did it say? I don't know where I got bought from. Needs to bite.
And here he scores a few points.
Points? For what?
This engine could push a car up past 120 miles per hour, running on gasoline, on the ground.
You know, it's hard enough to imagine driving on the ground and all, but 120? No, I call bullshit on that one. What do they need protection for?
Replacing a whole body just because somebody gouged out your eye is unprofitable, I guess.
Not for him.
And down straight through the floor. Down there, it comes straight up, and it goes over there, and then it connects here. Ah, there you are. Where'd you go? There you are. How do you get to that? But there's something on the ground over here. There we are.
The wall is a meter from the safe. Doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
Whoa.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see you develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it. James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck.
Can I get back out there? Should I have waited? Should I have not walked in there?
So green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds a stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With a murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
Something's gonna happen because Sarah's not here. I'm gonna make decisions based off of unsupervised stuff.
What?
This doesn't look good at all. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa.
Making a mess. Get your act together.
Got to be more
Don't you
careful.
already know who the murderer is?
James?
I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Sarah?
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
What is this place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
Wow.
What did you do to deserve your mask? Or maybe you actually wore it every day.
Can I explore a little bit? Okay, I'm gonna go on a limb here, guys. I'm gonna go on a limb here.
This reminds me of something. I borrowed one from Icarus. Less and less pleasant memories. I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. The boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out.
I'm gonna go on a whim here, guys. Maybe, just maybe, now hear me out. Hear me out. Maybe, just maybe, we are the murderer. Because Rachel keeps saying, don't you know who the murderer is already? Don't you already know who the murderer is? Is she referring to us? Because we have an altered state of mind right now. Our mind is shaky and things are... He has a lot of unprocessed trauma and everything. So maybe somehow it's us? I don't know. I'm going on a limb. Maybe. Just a hypothesis. Doesn't mean that it's true.
A senator? Here?
Everyone pays for success. Few can really afford it.
Okay. I'm gonna go back over here and figure out what the flip went wrong.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him and the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? And where's the killer? Shot. Needs a closer look. Screens. Make that God. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Or maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve?
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head.
Who's he shooting at?
Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that.
Dang, where'd that shot come from?
What's with these masks? Some subtle differences, but not enough to tell who's who. Or what. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
You shot the killer. Is that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
He aimed toward the piano. Oh, nice. They even think about us after hours.
Well, their plans will have to wait.
She knew what was going on.
And she took part anyway.
You'll have to ask me about the money. What happens to it if there was any more fees? He will answer that he will go to social welfare to support those who can't afford it. At that point, he's supposed to shut up. It's absurd.
Interesting.
This notebook is
why did you leave him?
Questions you mustn't ask. What about body inflation and where are they? Never to Green unless he writes a will. The president about the relationships with his daughter. One scandal per shell. Besides that, already in that shell, it was an open secret that he had Stockholm syndrome. It's hard to say if there's anything more interesting to squeeze out.
And thus, conspiracy theories are born.
We're creating a new secret society. Prepare. People who could participate in it. I need demands. I need to find some conspiracy theory shit based on technology. Maybe from outer space. Green probably won't agree to that. How to sell to people.
Crime scene, another bar. Clearly, booze is as deadly as they say. Masks can be symbolic. Maybe members have to earn them.
He was shooting in this direction. I didn't read the first page. Let me reread the first page. I'm sorry, guys. How to quell the masses strategy. 3 pillars of action. Patricia, a senator against the government. She will gain the trust of the masses and direct attention to something other than the bill. For what? Chris, governor will announce increased security measures. Terrorism? Question mark. Cadis, themes for distraction. Talk to his assistant and send a note to all 3 by tomorrow. So they're trying to start another society? I mean, it's kind of weird if you ask me. But isn't all of this weird?
Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck. Boyevich, journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot.
Together with the council, we have received your request and would like to invite you to the club. The date and time will be delivered discreetly by carrier. If you decide to come in a different shell, please bring an invitation with you. Looking forward to seeing you.
Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense. It's too rich for my blood. Broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. Fucking wiring. You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
Done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. Yet something or someone stopped him.
He got shot over there. Oh, look at you.
Shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves company.
High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption.
Whoa. God
Just
dang.
keep the skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us.
It's a sex thing? A sex dungeon, basically.
Now I know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today.
Oh my god, who
These
was
the ones
that?
I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend. Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. Turns out that they're all on one payroll. The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range. Blood trail. And anything else? How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you stood on the right side. I thought you might be worth the risk.
How fucking kind of you. Drake's star? I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. 9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
I don't really like this guy at all, guys. I don't like this guy.
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a...
She was bleeding like hell.
I'm moving too fast. I'm cutting out the dialogue. They were doing some crazy stuff. Dang, she got bodied. What the flip were they? Dang, he was getting some sexy time in.
She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape? Ritual toy. Sharp. The senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. Was she waiting for her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? On the blood and burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
Still don't like this guy.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadus's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. Lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. Respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where?
Hide the monitoring. You're over here.
When you're left with no desires except to kill, then it's high time to die indeed. You here? Rachel would be disappointed, but I'm not too surprised. Recording console. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch. Let's see, where do you take me? This must be a dead end.
I'm sorry I'm being so quiet, guys. I'm kind of just focusing in here. It's a lot to take in.
Let's run deeper. Pretty much everyone here knows each other.
Here it goes.
Fuck. Not now. It's so close.
What am I waiting on? Dang. This is gonna be a longer episode, guys. What?
So, Mount Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover.
This is crazy, guys. See, look.
Does it look familiar?
Like documents from the CTC, but the certificate is missing.
21. Synthetic, synthetic. See, this is why you gotta inspect things, guys. If anything, I know better than anybody to go and inspect things. Do a little bit of exploring. I used to get mad at Markiplier and Jacksepticeye when they would go exploring, but now I get it. Now I understand.
I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. Right in this one? Age 21. There's some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
The youngest bodies possible. No certificates.
Large muscle mass, 9.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers.
Can't look at these other bodies here.
Same as on the table at Green's. He was here. Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. Never stored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
Goodness gracious, you guys, this is getting really bad. Sarah's involved now. Oh, this is not what I wanted.
Once you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you!
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her? This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here,
Yes.
and the victims,
Maybe they want revenge.
what kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
Oh, guys, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Okay, we know that we know that closing it is good for the people. The first thing that we did, we helped the people. This time we helped this guy. This time I have a feeling that we might want to do everything by the book and leave this open so everyone knows what's going on. But he has Sarah, and I don't know what he's done with Sarah. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it open.
I'm not green. You can't buy me.
I don't like this guy. I don't like him. Whatever he's done, whatever he's done to Sarah, I don't like it.
The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah. How could I let myself be tricked like this?
Hold up. Hold up.
She lived, not how she lived. I would say below poverty line. If not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her.
Alright. We're gonna end it there, guys. That was a pretty hefty episode right there. Things are getting crazy. And I'm hoping that we're getting toward the end of this, because these episodes are long. These episodes are probably going to be upwards of an hour. But man, I'm really enjoying this. I'm trying to make sure I make the right decisions. I'm trying to catch every little small detail. As you can see, when we're doing the little the board, I'm doing better. So, all right, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this series just as much as I am, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.